Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome or welcome back to Billy Goat's Prophetic Vessel. It's your girl, Billy Goat, and we got a message for you. Please remember to take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? I do not choose the storyline, the Holy Spirit does. I do not choose the cards to come out, the Holy Spirit does, okay? This could also be past, present, and or future information for you. All right? And please know that all readings here, unless specified otherwise, are timeless, okay? Because everybody's in different seasons of their life. So when the Holy Spirit feels like you are in a season of your life to be receptive of a message or be a messenger to someone else in his name, the Holy Spirit will guide you to a message, no matter if the message came out a day ago or years ago. All right, so this is for my Capricorn, so Moon, Rising, Venus, and North Node, or anywhere you have in your chart. Holy Spirit, what do we have for Capricorns? All right, we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. So a lot of you guys, I've been dealing with some sort of family issues or just issues with people who feel like family, who feel like family to you. Or a combination of both. And the Holy Spirit is saying, chill out, relax. Trust the process. Have faith. And yes, it can be easier said than done, especially when we're sitting in the unknown. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Okay, so the Holy Spirit is saying, hey, I've been hearing your prayers. I've been seeing your visualizations. Okay. Trust that I will bring you your divine counterpart in divine timing or divine counterparts, okay? Because remember, this is a safe and sacred space, okay? God does not discriminate against love. We welcome monogamy, poly, LGBTQIA+, okay? As long as you're not playing with people's hearts and things of that nature, hey, safe and sacred space, okay? And if you don't like it, you can take your free will and fuck on somewhere, okay? There's plenty of other practitioners that can tell you what you want to hear and not what you need to hear. Well, the Holy Spirit and I, my spiritual team, we tell people what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Okay? And that's what some of you guys can be mindful of too. Always being around people who are yes men or you constantly being a people pleaser. Okay? And that could also be some problems too, in your relationships, or because remember, love doesn't just have to do with romantic. Love can also be with your family members, okay, with your kids or with your siblings, your parents, an actual platonic friend, or somebody that you really care for and got close with at work, okay, or a business partner that feels like family to you because maybe you've been working with them, partnering with them for years, okay, or a combination of the energies as you see fit, or whatever it is for you guys, okay. It's like the Holy Spirit is asking you to trust the process. You guys could have been, God, get me out of this. God, fix it. Things of that nature. But the thing is healing this. You could have family members that are trying to make you conform to doing a certain thing or being with a certain someone. Now, don't get me wrong. People are going to have their opinions, just like buttholes. Everybody has one, right? But you have to do what's best for you. It's one thing if a person or people if they're abusive to you, that's wrong. Or if you are abusive to someone, that's wrong. Everybody has flaws. So there's a difference between flaws and abusiveness, okay? The abuse is never okay in any way, shape, or form, okay? Verbally, physically, sexually, mentally, emotionally, none of it is okay. All right. And maybe you guys was like, you always say yes, and then maybe this time you've been healing and you put up a boundary, and now the people that you care for are like, what you mean no? Or this is how you are. And the Holy Spirit is saying it's time for you to relax. It's time for you to be able to be yourself and have peace. It's time for you to have this love. So some of you guys could have had to learn a lot of lessons first before the Holy Spirit gave you this. Okay, you had to learn some lessons. And these lessons could have been not so easy. Okay, so let's see. Okay, Holy Spirit, what do we need to see when it comes to love? So something clearly didn't work out here. Something's unhealed. 4 of Swords in reverse. But someone wants to make an offer, or you do. Put yourself on the side of the story that you see fit. And also, guys, if you want to book a personal reading to get more insight on your personal situation and or circumstance, you can feel free to do so via the website link that's linked in the description box, DonJuanSpiritualGuidance.com. It is the only way to book a reading with us, okay? And also feel free to check out your other placements, your moon, your rising, okay, so on and so forth, on our Zodiac channel, Don Juan Spiritual Guidance on YouTube. That link will also be down in the description box as well, okay? We do all 12 Zodiac signs, and those readings are timeless as well, so you can go through, look at the titles, and pick the ones that you feel guided to by the Holy Spirit or your spiritual team, or the titles you feel, okay? But yeah, somebody wants to make you an offer, or you do, but you're kind of like, oh my gosh. Okay, so 8-8 here. You could be seeing that number a lot. 8-8-8 or 8-8-8. Okay. It is a number of abundance. In this case, you know, the number 8 in numerology is also a karmic debt number. And I don't know what some of your lovers are into, or family members are into, or what you're into. Okay, flip the energies as you see fit. I'm just the messenger. Somebody could be going to jail, and it's going to be shocking. I mean, so I don't know if somebody been doing some illegal activity, or, oh gosh, the justice card right here, right behind it. Yeah. Somebody could be going through a court case and lose. But it's not one of those court cases where, okay, if you lose, you just lost, right? Like, you're not going to get the money you wanted, or you, whatever the case may be, right? And then you just have to pay the court fees that you know, got to pay for the usage of the courtroom, or whatever the case may be, right? Well, this ain't that. This is something where if you don't win, you doing some time. Girl, child, listen, I heard money heist. What? I heard money heist. Like a money heist gone wrong. Or something dealing with, again, kind of some kind of illegal activity. Dang, they just thumped my wall. Yeah, with either you or whoever you're dealing with, okay, Capricorns, put yourself on the side of the story that you see fit here. Somebody might be communicating this to you. Oh, see, yeah, yep. They're in misery, because it's like, what did they do? What? Holy Spirit, why? Oh, they made some very poor choices. King of Swords in reverse. I mean, with you, okay, so it's a few messages here. So they made some poor choices when it came with you, or you were the one. Now, here's the thing. Nobody's perfect. The one who was more abusive in this case, okay? Because abuse is never okay. The one who knowingly was a mature energy and knowingly made decisions that put them in a position to lose you, or sabotage things on purpose, or this is what you did, okay? Well, that energy, whether that's you or whoever you're dealing with, made some very poor choices. One, when it came to you, and then also could have been in a situation where they were in despair Because I'm getting they did this out of despair. And no, that doesn't make it okay. This is just what I'm getting. And it's like, I don't know. I just hope this isn't something that's for life for them. I don't know what happened here. Because, y'all, that's what I was getting. I didn't expect this to take a turn like that. So for those of you guys that's in separation, or you haven't talked to a certain family member, or whatever the case may be, they could want to talk to you with that Knight of Cups there. But remember, it's a Knight. It's still some sort of immaturity there. But they don't have too much time. Or you don't. Like, somebody's not able to keep up with things, keep up with their bills, keep up with whatever the case may be here. But I'm hearing that's somebody's karmic debt for knowingly and continually doing things. I'm hearing like not just this particular energy's karmic debt. I'm hearing is for everybody. Like this is making up for the hurts that not was just caused with you, or occurs with what happened with a lot of other people before you, because you weren't the only one, or they weren't the only one, okay, depending upon the side of the story that you're on here. So it's like the only way this energy could pay this back is, oof. That's a sad case, y'all. This is a sad case. Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. Oh, somebody mad. Y'all. Yep. I heard, yep. Somebody mad. I'm hearing they're devastated. But I'm also hearing like, how could they be so this is only going to be for a select few people, because this is not for everybody's love case, family case, whatever the case may be. Okay, so pick another reading to look at. All right. Somebody going to jail or house arrest or something, and this was somebody that you were very, very close with when it comes to love, whether this was actually romantic or someone that you had a lot of love for, like a family member or a platonic friend, or I'm hearing it's whatever they were into that you may or may not have known. So I'm almost on some double life, living a double life, okay? Or this could be some of you, you know, depending upon what side of the story that you're on here. So let's see what they got to say here. I'm gaslighting you. Don't let me trick you. So this was a trickster here, and they feel like a fool, or you were, you know, depending upon what side of the story you're on. It's like they feel like a fool for all of the foolish decisions they did. Now, of course, this isn't for everybody. Everybody's counterpart is not going to jail, or you're not, okay? This could be also too just being trapped in the head and not making a decision, or being trapped in the head and making poor decisions due to being in some sort of misery here. That's still not your problem or theirs, depending upon what side of the story you're on, because it's like you got to heal that. That's nobody else's problem. Now, unless they cause the hurt, and still, you still have to be mindful of how you treat people. We have, I'm learning how to love and connect with God. So maybe this energy had, I sold you an illusion. So basically telling you what you wanted to hear and not what you needed to hear. See, didn't we say that at the beginning? Listen, you know, this is what you did to someone. It's like not being honest, not being, you know, so a person can make an informed decision based off truth and not an illusion, okay? And, you know, love here, someone could have not known what real love was. And again, that still doesn't make an excuse, because somebody knew what respect was. Somebody knew what they didn't want to be treated as. It's just that somebody didn't apply that same concept for whatever reason. and didn't have God in their life. Because even if you do have God in your life, that doesn't mean you're perfect. That doesn't mean you don't make mistakes or none of that. What you are, you have a moral code of conduct, right? It's just certain things that you may want to do, think about doing. What you like, nah, because I wouldn't want anybody to do that to me. Or, nah, because I know God got me, on his time, things of that nature. Like how you handle things is wrong. How you walk, right? Your talk is differently. It's different. So just be mindful. I'm getting tarot readings on you and or the situation at hand. So it's not a problem if somebody's getting readings, but it's like, again, the intention. What's your intention of getting these readings? Is it to put blockages in front of someone? Like, oh, they have this coming in, they have that coming in. Oh, okay, let me go put a blockage, or let me go pay a spiritual practitioner to put a blockage. And that's what could have happened for some of you guys, which is why if you feel like you've been putting some time, effort, and energy into something, and you feel like you haven't been seeing the fruits of your labor, that could also be why too, because that's been going around here lately. There's a lot of people that don't know that their friend practices dark arts, or somebody that they know practices dark arts, because a lot of people don't talk about that because that's Lucifer's energy, right? Unless you with another person that practices that too, right? Things of that nature. Well, somebody was not operating out of love and light here. And no, that doesn't make an excuse, okay? But it's different if somebody has good intention and it's like, okay, how can I best move from this situation? That's for the highest good of all. That's different, right? Because you're getting guidance on how to better things and things of that nature, not sabotage anyone, whether this was you or whoever you were dealing with. I know that my actions and needs need to match my words consistently. Okay, see? I didn't use my discernment when the time came. So just didn't think of possible consequences. Again, see, somebody put themselves in a position to, for some of you guys, lose you. For some of you guys, get into some stuff that they regret, or this was you, flip energies as you see fit. Also, just to let you know, guys, if you are interested in this oracle deck, this is a 70 card oracle deck called What They Got to Say. This is a soulmate, twin flame, and karmic connection deck. So, anybody that's dealing with any of those connections, this is what this deck is for, to help out, what's going on. Provide some hints, some clues. Now, of course, you still are responsible for making your own decisions. However, this deck is good for personal and collective readings. Okay, so feel free to purchase if you would like. It is pre-order only, and the link will be down below in the description box. Okay, and this was created by us, Don Juan Spiritual Guidance, my spiritual team, and the Holy Spirit. Okay, Don Juan Spiritual Guidance, that is our main channel. All right, look at this. I'm a player. Look at that. I breadcrumbed and belittled you from my own insecurities. So some of you guys thinking like, oh, they cheated, they did this, they didn't pour into me because they don't love me. Not really the case. They breadcrumbed you because they were projecting their bullshit onto you, or this is what you were doing to someone. Flip energies as you see fit. Put yourself on the side of the story that you see fit, and no, that doesn't make it right. What a lot of you guys are taking on. Do not misplace blame. You can only take accountability for the parts that you play, regardless if somebody is taking accountability for their parts or not. That doesn't mean that you pick up something that somebody's not taking accountability for. Nobody can control anybody else's actions. People make their own choices. Okay? Somebody was a player here. Whether this was you being a player, Capricorns, or the person or people you were dealing with, okay? Or if you were dealing with a family situation, you know, they were being two-faced, or they were playing both sides of the field, or this was a friend, okay? And I intentionally and willingly hurt you out of spite. So this was a lot of malice here, okay? Instead of being honest about my intentions with you, I'd rather be emotionally immature and play games with your heart. Okay, so this was an emotionally immature energy here. You know, and don't get me wrong, everybody does grow up in different environments where they do not get certain teachings because the parents didn't heal, right? That's where we have that generational trauma or generational curse. That's where that comes from. No, you're not responsible for the pain that was caused as a kid, but you are responsible for the healing when you become an adult. Okay, and I am here to say common sense for everybody is not so common because people have grown up in horrible childhoods where they didn't get certain teachings that you would think a person should get. There's children that's getting molested and they shouldn't be getting that, but common sense ain't so common. And some people need to realize that. And no, that doesn't necessarily make it an excuse. It's to paint a different perspective. So that was for somebody, okay? So, you know, you guys are going to have to make a decision. They're saying that they are, or you are, getting to love God here and connect and so on and so forth. And again, it's not about being holier than thou or being perfect. Perfectionism does not exist. But like, if you know you cannot treat somebody right, or if you know you want to play the field, be single. Don't get with somebody that wants something serious. Be single. That way you can have all the options you want. Don't get with anybody that wants to be in a monogamous connection and you want to be in a poly connection. No, you're not equally yoked. Stop trying to make something work where you are, I don't want to say incompatible, because you're not going to be compatible with everything. Just like you guys are not going to always have the same morals, values, and beliefs, but you want your at least top 3 to 5 to be, you know, in alignment. Otherwise, it's going to feel like you're settling. And I'm also being guided to say, you know, this kind of reminds me of the reading I just posted not too long ago, you know, making sure the connection is built off of a strong foundation, a solid foundation, real love, God's love, trust, loyalty, reciprocation, honesty, okay? You know, things of that nature, faithfulness, desiring to be with one another and the journey, not just the person. People fall in love with the person and not in love with the journey. Because remember, what if God allowed you to live till you were 500 years old and you married somebody? And the expectation is for you to, you know, until death do us part. And you married underneath God's union. Because God is tired of these people, bringing him these little false unions that they get into just because of sex. Right? And stuff like that. And God don't expect people to be perfect. Well, how are you going to put yourself in knowingly in a position to lose somebody, or knowingly in a position and you see all these red flags? God is like, get it together first. And sometimes you might be able to get it together with that person because they may be for you, or somebody else may be for you. I'm hearing what you won't know unless you let go. And maybe that's, you know, in regards to somebody that if they could have gotten with someone here. Okay, because we've been getting that a lot too. A lot of these spiritual connections, especially these spiritual divine counterparts and twin flames, it's kind of been like one of the divine counterparts have ascended and the other one hasn't even started the journey of ascension because they haven't been wanting to change. But that doesn't mean that you wait. You know, God may have to raise somebody up for you. Okay, now if you still so happen to be single as you're partying and having fun and stuff like that, you know, and dating and stuff like that, as you choose, and this person comes back around and they go through God and they actually went through a transformation, or you did, then hey, the choice is up to you. But you don't wait on anybody, because somebody here had an opportunity with you and they blew it because they were emotionally immature. They wanted to play with your heart, right? They breadcrumbed you, not because you deserved it, but because of their own insecurities, right? This person or people couldn't even be honest with you, or you couldn't be honest with someone, depending upon the side of the stories that you're on. Right? Inconsistent. Don't nobody want to deal with anybody that's a cheater. Don't nobody want to deal with anybody that's inconsistent. Don't nobody want to deal with anybody who is a user, a opportunist, a manipulator, a controller, a gaslighter. Nobody want to be with that. That's some fuck shit. That's some pussy shit. Don't nobody want to be with that energy. Nobody that wants something serious, at least, okay, is what I'm is what I'm saying. And the Holy Spirit, look at this. I intentionally and willingly hurt you out of spite. What person does this that really embodies that of God's love when it comes to someone and having a union? Whether that's a friendship, a family, or whatever the case may be. Somebody needs to heal, whether that's you or whoever you're dealing with here. Real bad. However, you know, God gave everybody free will, so make your own decisions, okay? So that was your reading. I hope it resonated. I hope it was some sort of guidance for you thus far. Thank you all for your love and support here. It is truly, truly appreciated. And always remember, you make your own decisions. Peace out. Deuces.